Oke, halo guys, selamat datang di channel stream saya. Tentunya kemarin kita habis nyelesain misi Yoimiya, Yoimiya, Nahida. Juga habis ketemuan sama Apep. Akhirnya ini bocah dua, ya sebagai bukti nih bocah dua di sini. Satunya namanya Nur, nggak tahu yang Nur yang mana. Nah, seperti biasa sekarang kita mau ngelanjutin ya story Baizhu kalau nggak salah. Tapi seperti biasa daily commission itu wajib. Daily commission. Bentar ya, suara gue agak serak. Oke, load test. Semuanya stream terus aman dan berjaya sepertinya. Kita bisa ngelanjutin dengan aman. Traveler apaan nih? Suruh barang-barang di mana? Oke, langsung kita taruh ke sini. Gantian. Oke, Rafik. Percobaanmu berhasil membuat kapal sendiri, pinter lu. Ajojing ala ala ajojing. Di sini suruh cepet-cepetan ini kalau nggak salah. Ya, mungkin suruh mukulin jamur 6 kali. Oh iya benar, mukulin jamur. Jamur, mana jamurnya? Kelamaan. Completed. Sekarang kita cari kedua sama keempat. Ketiga sama keempat maksudnya. Sama aja sih, nggak ada bedanya. Oke, kepencet. Gua nggak gerakin, bodoh.
Illusion shattered.
Bentar ya.
Busted. Take it easy. Boom!
Menuju tak terbatas dan melampauinya.
Ya.
Serem ini. Gua minggir dulu, dadah. F. Nggak tahu itu buat apa. Lompat. Terbang. Udah. Gue penasaran itu, gue gak pernah nyentuh itu. Dari bentaran gue mungkin punya barang-barang ya sudah. Mungkin udah cukup buat ngelawak gitu doang. Lompat.
That's close
Happy to
enough.
oblige.
Stabilize.
There is no escape. Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Motion to compel. Yeah.
Ya,
Ah.
down. Restore, apakah udah bisa? Di sana ya? Wah. Coba, bentar ya, gua penasaran sama kayaknya dia nggak pernah unlock satu pun. Kemana kita hari ini? Di atas, bentar. Oke, di sekitar sini. Sini katanya. Di atas lagi kah? Atau di sebelah sana? Ada juga coy. Di bawah juga nggak mungkin ada. Alah bodo amat. Ambil bonus ke Catherine. Gua pengen Yoimiya coy, tapi habis ini ada Fontaine. Seenggaknya gua pengen punya satu karakter Fontaine gitu.
Add Astro. Thank you for
Thank you for completing the mission. Sama-sama Catherine, berikan aku bonusnya, diam dan bye-bye. Ini ada event kah? Complete the prestige to unlock the condition. Battlefield gets rewardnya cuma ini doang. Apa harus kah? Soalnya ini gue udah selesai. Ini besok. Mari kita bantu si abang-abang satu ini. Bentar gua. Oh iya, gua punya Kirara ya. Tuh farmasi mati. Gua baru sadar kalau jalan pakai skill E itu larinya tangannya satunya biarin
What's your name, buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine?
Belakang dia tuh.
Are you lost?
No, I'm not. My name's Ayu, and I'm here because
Halo Ayu.
Chi-Chi? Hi, Gray. What's going on? Hi, Traveler and Paimon.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost. I think he must be new to the city. Probably wandered away from his parents and...
no, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost. It's my dad.
Your dad? How does a fully grown man
Well,
Bapaknya hilang.
my dad's always been kind of forgetful. In the past, he was just a little slow to react sometimes. But I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
So, what about your mom?
She went out a few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad, but she still hasn't come back.
Ayo lo.
Meanwhile, my dad's been getting worse and worse. I remembered that the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village during the lantern ride. So I thought when we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millelith guards for directions to the pharmacy. And then, when I turned back around, my dad was gone. I asked the Millelith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people. So then I figured, maybe I could ask some other people in the city to help.
You came to the right place. We're pros at finding people.
Junction can help. She has a...
Hey, who's talking about me behind my back?
Cheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment. Hello, child.
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizhu?
Uncle Baizhu?
Cheng, now's not the time. My dear boy, could you tell me more about your father's condition? As much as you can recall.
Yes, Uncle... Dr. Baizhu.
I see. And your family lives near Chingsa Village, you say? I visit patients there frequently, but I don't recall ever seeing you or your parents.
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people, especially during Lantern Ride. She always tells me to just stay at home and keep my dad company.
Bagus.
Is that so? Ayu, by any chance, is your mother's name Jiangli?
Whoa, yeah, it is. Do you know my mom, Dr. Baizhu?
Dia langganannya
I
dia.
certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any Ayu's parents are old
Don't forget us two. We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are most grateful for your...
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first,
firstnya-
but once that's taken care of...
Family is very important.
Thank you. Then I'll leave. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you come with me and Ayu? Let's start by talking to the Millelith guards at the...
Boleh. Paman Baizhu. Mana nih? Outside. Di luar ya berarti. Lihat mana? Lihat situ. Ini jaketnya si Nora yang dipakai sama Yana katanya.
They searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Ah, hey there, buddy.
Yet.
Dr. Baizhu. What brings you out this way?
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search.
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates...
The guards at the crossing up ahead.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
Kalem.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
Kalem. Saya itu udah pro kalau nyari orang hilang. Bolak-balik aja orang hilang di sini masalahnya. Telepon orang hilang nggak mungkin. Oh, spesialis mana? Iya, spesial. Carrot.
Take it easy.
Wih, nemu coy. Wow.
Remarkable condition.
Dad!
Itu kali.
Dad,
Itu
can you
kali.
hear me?
Itu kali bapak lu itu ya.
Look, there's somebody over there.
Ini bapak lu ini pasti.
Oh no, it's... Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any...
Dia nggak dengar.
Watch where you're going!
Oh, gue tahu. Oh iya, gue tahu.
Dear customer, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you all right?
Tahu. Not the time.
Huh?
Dad!
Hey, Hu Tao!
My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon, and... my word.
I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Hu, for saving this man.
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize... Your name is Xiao Liang.
Oh, my name is Jia Liang. Liyue Harbor.
Kok lu bisa gitu jalan ke sini terusan ada
He
pikiran
seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back
Man.
to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away. Sorry, Hu Tao, gotta dash. Dinner's...
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state?
Huh?
Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs? Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away? But you're...
Use what? What are you talking about?
Nah, apa
There
nih,
are
Baizhu?
traces of god remains in Jia Liang's system.
Yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable.
I'm sorry. What?
Excuse me, what?
God,
There's no need to
remains,
worry,
huh?
Director Hu. I have methods of keeping them at bay. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me? Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time.
Now you're bringing my great uncle into this?
Iya, nggak boleh gitu.
Baizhu.
Merely to cure this man.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today. Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jia Liang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great uncle's sake and the travelers, of course.
You must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Diam lu, ular.
Well, time is of the essence.
Ular kadut, banyak cakap.
Blockages within the cardiovascular system. I see. I suppose.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad it...
Don't you worry.
Ayu, do you know when your father first started?
I'm not sure.
Ayo.
He's been like this for as long as I can remember.
So it's been a long time indeed. No, I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow morning. I promise that by then, Ayu will find his father healthy and lucid again.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you so...
If you still have any misgivings, Director Hu, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
Ceria, suara gua serak.
However, it would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of complications.
Yes,
Diam
of
lu,
course,
kadut.
absolutely. I'll just go and
See you tomorrow, Baizhu and
Bye for now.
Are you ready, Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
Oke, let's go. Kita yang operasi kah? Oh, enggak.
You know, Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Yeah, you must be curious.
Alright. Kemana kita? Let's go. Itu, oke.
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docks. Hello, you busy bees, and what do you have? Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me.
Tahu aja.
Guilty as charged. So, we were just a little curious about Baizhu's master. What was he like? Oh, and also, how come you and Baizhu could tell so quickly that Jia Liang had god remains in his system?
Huh? I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath. Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up. So our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border. These days,
Okay, kinda.
almost certainly from his master, who was also my great-uncle. Baizhu's master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Jadi itu saudara lu dong.
Fancy that. Huh.
According to my grandpa,
Master
he and
nih,
my
ya.
great-uncle once went traveling together when they... That
Ya,
pharmacist must have
kenalan
cast
lagi.
some sort of spell on my great-uncle.
Gurunya Baizhu.
Because after that encounter,
Gurunya Baizhu.
he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead.
Great grandpanya
My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine.
Funeral director to doctor is a...
If he had just become... But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist... And on top of that...
In what...
Don't know. But...
Don't know.
Even that one
don't
thing I do
care.
know about Baizhu is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality. Anyway, so... I will be sticking around here for now to keep a...
Tahu.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers.
Jam 8 ya. Confirm. Pagi menjelang misiku terjang.
It's a new day! Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jia Liang is doing.
Udah sehat-sehat.
Dad!
Sehat-sehat. Gimana kabar lo?
Oh, are you?
Dad, you remember?
Yes, I remember now. Oh, are you? I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick.
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baizhu's gonna help too.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizhu.
My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my...
Not at all, Dr. Baizhu.
You're still in the early stages of recovery.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least the next few days.
Director
benar
Who,
itu.
do you have any further
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. But how did you accomplish this?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. Though I regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wangsheng.
Oh, come on, Baizhu. I'm not that unreasonable.
Wis kikir. Kak tarung wis. Dang, tarung. Nah, kan.
I've been stuck indoors for too long.
Yes, of course. Everyone,
Moro-moro sing loro-loro iki Baizhu dhewe. Oh kan. Sudah kuduga.
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody?
who's there?
Not a secret no more. Maple syrup.
Why did you follow us here? Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Paimon, The truth is, instead, he transferred
Loh
some
kan?
of his own life
Udah
force
gua
to his
tahu.
patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system. Baizhu, can you...
My
Oh,
predecessors
nggak
in
pendek
medicine
dong,
forged a
nggak panjang.
contract with Changsheng. Every successor to this contract is able to use Changsheng's secret art to treat. I believe the irregularities with Jialiang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient. The poison has not been purged from Jia.
Changsheng? You can do that? Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti. Back in Chenyu Vale,
Alah,
I
dulu,
was
ular
treating
kadut.
patients with... Whoa. Guess you shouldn't...
Please, that's enough.
Are you sure you're okay?
Hardly.
Still, but traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand?
Yeah,
He
sure.
needs someone...
Go on.
Baizhu, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this...
Entire life. Thank you, traveler and...
Go on.
Paimon doesn't think we've seen this side.
The
Lagian
poison
si
in Jialiang's
traveler
system
ini
must have
umurnya juga
accumulated.
500 tahun
Yes,
lebih.
I asked Ayu this. Let's head there together, as well as investigate.
Oke, kemana kita? Sana jauh, 2000. Itu lewat mana, bro? Alhamdulillah. Ntar kalau gini kita ganti ke Mona biar gampang lewatnya. Mona ini.
This is how it must.
Artefak dia boleh ganti kan? Enggak. Bye-bye. Oke, kita tunggu energinya full. Go. Plum. Oke, sekarang kita di sini.
Whoa, there's a house all the way out here.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Chingsa Village many times in the past. If you ask
trying to
me.
remain on the notice.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us more about Jiang?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same master near Chenyu Vale. She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me.
Oh,
As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather...
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided. Wait, Changsheng, are you?
Jiang Li did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see... The last time she visited us,
Quarrel? I don't know. I did not.
nor did Master...
Oh,
No.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizhu. Paimon always had you down as the sneaky, scheming type. Sorry.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions? You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard.
What the? Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now. Jiang Li has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation. Let's split up. But if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
Oke, kemana kita? Find clues. Oh, kayu. Oke, pinter. Clue paling jelas ini. Situ. Oh, ada buku.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
Halo. Hah? Ya bukunya kan. Tahu gua ah.
What is this?
Changsheng and I found a hidden compartment. This is what was hidden inside.
God remains.
You sense it too? You're right. This is a poison concocted using god remains. Is it? Breathing? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
No, your eyes do not deceive you. I do believe the poison in this bottle is alive.
Wow. Hidup.
Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. I read about this once in the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases. This ancient class of poisons consists of mother and minor loads, capable of sustaining a connection over vast distances. If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, then both the poison in Jialiang's system and this one here are likely minor loads, offshoots.
Offshoots?
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior and even cognition. Similarly, the poisoned individual will hear, to a varying extent, the call of the source.
The call of the... Wait. So back when Jialiang ran off, maybe that explains where he was heading.
Okay, he was going to.
Only one thing could have been drawing him there. The source of the god remains used as the poison's key ingredient, the mother lode.
This is getting crazier and crazier. What kind of person would do all this just to poison Jialiang?
Yang tenang.
Hey, why has everyone gone quiet all of a sudden? Since this poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment, the one who concocted it is likely a resident of the house. You mean Jialiang? Why would he poison himself? Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone else
Paimon,
who lives
berpikir.
here. Huh? So you're saying... it was Jiang Li? Wait, but that doesn't make any sense either. Why would she poison...
I agree. It makes little sense. Jiang Li does not strike me as the kind of...
Look at the facts, though. How many people in the entirety of Liyue have the ability to concoct a poison from god remains?
It's too early to draw any conclusions. We should question Jia Liang about it once he has made more progress in his recovery.
Why?
Yes. According to the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases, the minor loads will disappear if the mother load is purged. So if we can find and destroy the source of these god remains, the poison will leave Jialiang's system without the need for any further treatment. Do you know anything about god remains in Qingsa village?
Even the history books have no record of this. The only ones who'll know anything are those old fogies who have been hanging around here since the beginning of time. Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? You sure they didn't tell you anything about this?
Sure.
Well,
Changsheng's memories and powers are not what they were in her prime. These days, She has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just...
Whoa. What? Hey, plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful being like me. With my assistance in rebalancing your chi, not only can you extend your lifespan, but you will also be stronger. Stronger and healthier? Ooh, Baizhu.
Unfortunate.
Temperament.
As a weaken and thinness may repairs away and another.
Paimon's mad! You're getting ugly nicknames, both of you! Baizhu, you're mannequin man! Chung Chung, you're just a pain in the neck! This is exactly why your natural temperament makes you woefully unsuited to being my host.
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the...
With how antisocial... What? Oh. If you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking
You
about...
better do the honor.
You better do the honors.
Apa? Zilong kah? Atau Chow Chow? Oh ya, Xiao.
You called?
Bener.
Gets Paimon every time. Are all Adepti in the habit of materializing out of thin air?
Well, this is... Baizhu of Bubu Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the pleasure before. The Lantern Rite, when we met briefly. I was...
Huh?
Ditarik
You two
sama
already know each
digendong sama
Our paths have crossed once before. I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me?
Yes.
So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable. I now know what you seek. It is a vile monster known as the Che once wrought havoc over this land. The land was finally... The seal is still most... However, its aura is... I do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary. But when demonic forces are involved, I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
I shall treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
Hilang.
What a strange Adeptus. Rather That's so for you.
If the god remains are leaking from underground,
Master!
Gui? Did you run all the way from Bubu Pharmacy?
What happened? Don't panic. Just catch your
It's Jiaoliang.
Kenapa tuh?
He was fine 1 minute and then he suddenly took a turn for...
Already? Based on past experience.
It seems... Everyone, back to Bubu
Oke, kita lapor. Kita tahu. Ya, ganti ke jalan dulu. Mana kamu minggir ya?
Who's our target this time?
Let's finish this quickly.
Bentar. Berarti weaponnya si Nilo mana Nilo? Ini. Ini gua switch. Gua ganti dia ke ini. Bukan. Ini dulu coy. Switch. Terus kalau kita switch weapon, kita pakai yang ini. Switch. Base of the Wielder HP. Artifaknya nggak pernah gua ganti. Nice. Goblok.
Incoming.
Bentar ya. Bentar ya.
Dad, what?
Don't be scared. Doc
Dr. Baizhu will be...
How is he doing?
Dr. Baizhu, you're back!
When Gui left, he was...
Kui, please take Gia...
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu.
Baizhu's not gonna use Changsheng's secret art again, is he?
Alah, dipakai itu pasti. Percaya apa lu sama orang-orang di Taipat? Let's go.
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting it?
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really?
No, the...
I'll come with...
Don't forget what Master...
No, on the bright side...
Traveler? Baizhu hasn't shown his face.
Let's check up on him.
Huh? Hey!
Ada cutscene kah? Kayaknya enggak. You good,
You're
Baizhu?
finally awake? That was far too risky. Even with me here to help you balance your...
There was no time. I had no other choice. Jiang Li's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from.
So, how much longer do you think They've been outside waiting for you the whole...
Jangan sok kuat lu. Gua tabuk lu nanti.
Surely he has... Who's talking behind our backs again?
Gua apa?
Baizhu! Changsheng!
Of course. There's no need to be...
Jialiang seemed fine.
And as a result...
What?
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to manage his underlying medical condition. Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and though it was...
Had he not taken it all these years...
Still, using poison to treat a disease is hardly... Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine, the more resistant his...
That explains why I use...
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against them. I shudder to think how many times Jiang Li has exposed herself. I fear that the situation is just as that...
I never to sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human need...
Well, I think that it's too... In any case, I have stabilized Jialiang's condition for now. Her regular exposure to God remains, and given that she's already been missing for several days...
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
What's poppin'?
It's Jialiang!
Dr. Baizhu, you've already done so... After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't... I'm sure I'll be able to remember. I know there's a...
Be careful. If you get...
No! Before I forget everything...
This trip will be...
I never There's only one thing I fear now.
Very well.
Ini siapa ini? Ku tahu.
Dr. Baizhu, are you heading out again?
Yes. This could be a long one. Could you please prepare a dose of... Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen, and 1 dose each of the ingredients from the 3rd and 5th compartments of my medicine cabinet. I hope it works. Hop to it now. And remember...
Okay.
Mana lo?
Solidify!
Tadi sini. Hap.
Don't blink!
Statnya hancur dong. Oh nggak terlalu, lumayan lah.
It's just like the day I went missing.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. Jialiang, can you sense which direct...
I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way.
Jalan aja.
This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
Pasti coy, ini coy.
There is an inauspicious...
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang, are you okay?
No, I have to keep going.
Jiang Liang. Jiang Liang itu siapa? Yang Jiang itu siapa? Ah, ribet. Yang mana satu yang benar? Oke.
The digging marks a thieves' tunnel? Paimon had...
Judging by the tools, but why did they abandon this place without...
I remember now, but she said that the method...
Easy, Jiao.
Jiao Liang.
Mind the side effects.
Oh. Hah? Bentar. Nah, yang satu itu. Bukan. Pela.
Busted.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Speed of light! Hey!
Cabut.
Mind the side effects.
Oh, dia batuk-batuk ini.
Incoming! Get to the chase!
Ini kalau dipaksa lari batuk-batuk ya.
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made...
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster-repelling incense.
A monster repelling incense?
The incense was burned several days ago. No doubt an encounter with the very same after them. Jiang...
That's right. This sense... This is what...
Jialiang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going.
Right below. Kita terjun. Dari kuasan. Ini orang sakit-sakitan coy.
I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Ya, suruh ngapain ya? Oh, this nih.
can keep
batuk
going
dia tuh.
now.
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
Aha. Kita bisa ke sana. Activate. Boom. Mau open itu kan? Open di sini. Ada apakah di sini? Oh, iya, barang yang berharga. Walaupun tidak berwarna biru muda. Di sini apa di sini? Activate. Up, ini tempat utama, jangan kesini.
Speed of light! Hey!
Terus ke depan. Yalah, emang bener coy.
Illusion shattered.
I will have order.
Gotcha.
With sword comes shadow.
Taking a turn for the better.
Stabilize.
Incoming.
Hup. Hup. Kita open ini terlebih dahulu. Mantap. Perusahaan kita aktif. Kok kayak nggak bisa? Oh iya. Bam. Gua IQ 3000. Bener.
Speed of light!
Banyak banget pecahan dewa. Ngerang-ngerang tuh. Buset. Bisa
Shine down.
Jiangli!
There's a monster next to her!
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Nowhere to hide.
Seems like an emergency.
Incoming. Hey! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Speed of light.
Dr. Baizhu, how serious is it?
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite The god remains here are encroaching on her If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we...
Then, what are we waiting for? It's not as simple as that. Don't you? The poison within Jialiang's body is if the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop. And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart. Oh no.
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then you're...
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life! Baizhu, you're a great doctor! Surely you gotta know...
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiangli, maybe if we put...
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight.
The god remains have reached her internal organs.
But what would Dr. Baizhu? I'm old. If I continue to sustain my own life using
pasti
these
dia mati.
red, I know for a fact if my choice can bring Jiangli back.
Jialiang.
Okay.
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that
Jialiang.
I am sure that over the years, Jiangli will have...
Mortals are fated. What a crazy situation. Jiangli risked it all to save Jialiang's life. And now...
I've seen many final fair...
In the human realm, all think at least.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one.
Huh.
But when I think of those who would will, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least as...
when all this began... I've said my goodbyes. My time is...
As you wish.
Okay, cutscene moment. Iya kan? Enggak. Sialan. Gua kira cutscene moment.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of...
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch how you grow up.
Mom, something's really wrong with...
Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen.
You sure about that?
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live... Oh, how I would love to hear... to hear...
Is that... Nggak ada cutscene kah? Oh, ini cutscene-nya.
Jialiang.
Enggak.
Jialiang! Jialiang!
Dad!
Didn't I... Huh? What?
How does it feel to come back to life?
What the hell?
Do you feel strange or
Dr. Baizhu?
Die? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're...
I'm a son.
That's right. Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus, whether it will keep you alive. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director...
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name. And it would have had no effect were it not... In the end, all I know is that if I'm presented with a life, and even this would have counted for nothing without Director Who's assistance. After all,
Oops. And
without Director Who nudging things in the right direction, we...
no wonder he didn't.
Director.
All I wanted was leave it to Boo. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up...
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng Funeral Parlor out of business. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Okay.
All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon, we should probably... At times like...
It feels like it was a whole lifetime.
Yay! Paimon killed! Alright, first things first.
Dasar.
Wait up! I'll come too!
Oh, no
Baizhu,
cutscene.
Don't mention it, Gia.
just your duty, huh?
No cutscene. What? Kita pakai Baizhu coy.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Gua malah keinget meme itu coy. Emang kelihatannya sama anjir. No.
Mind the side effects.
That's all words. Healing ya. Kemana kita?
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concocted in terms of the way it...
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to...
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe you would have eventually arrived, but I'm still not just that. Baizhu.
Huh. Told you that
Life force isn't...
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. When I treated there is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however.
But you took such a... The reason I left our master and went into... But in the end, are all disciples of Zhenyu Vale destined to...
We are doctors, Jiangli.
Baizhu, I can tell that over the years. Can you still stop before it...
I think you know the answer.
Hey, food's ready!
All right.
Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me...
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Baizhu, Chi-Chi, Gui...
There's no need to worry.
Cepat.
Baizhu,
Mana cutscene-nya?
what did Jiangli mean by... Every single mortal I've ever... Wait! That doesn't make...
Nah, ini cutscene-nya.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Zhenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poison chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
Tuh kan. Dia host terakhir
My
berarti.
contract has strict requirements on the host.
But when though they know better than they are like moths that throw themselves into the flame.
So, but...
I suppose Changsheng's art, I have nothing but the utmost respect for my...
Huh?
What makes a if disease is... Many may view... I don't want those who come after precisely.
Even the gods...
For a self...
Dr. Baizhu, Traveler, what are you still
We also have coconut... Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till... I do envy Paimon sometimes.
True. And yet... all are such things...
Wah, akhirnya selesai story Baizhu. Complete. Ya. Kita bisa ambil ini, kita buka ini. Ya, untuk story Yoimiya kita lanjut besok. Sekarang kita end stream. Goodbye. Terima kasih yang udah nonton. Dadah.